Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session of the Honest Hour podcast. I am your host, Tammy Fernandez, and here with me is my amazing, incredible, and wonderful co host.
Balkis Abdelkebir.
Okay, so today we'll be talking about the vices that occur in the Nigerian creative space, most especially the Nigerian music industry, and whether we feel these norms or these vices are acceptable or not. So, Balikis, what do you think? Do you think these vices have become like more acceptable in the Nigerian creative space or like the music industry in general?
Okay, in the Nigeria creative space generally, and we're talking deep into the music
Music
industry, right?
industry, exactly.
Okay, devices in Nigerian creative space, most especially in the music industry, have been seen as normal thing recently, not like the way they see it before, like before the Gen Z era. People
Exactly.
people then might see it as a bad thing to be showing their vices online to people, but now artists sees this as normal thing, and even people that are watching them, so they see it as normal thing for them to show their vices.
Exactly. Like some of all these people or individuals in the creative space now actively like talk about these things. They can be like, before I was able to like perform, I had to like take few shots of drink. You get that kind of thing to ginger them up. They don't see that something like very, very bad and like normalize it. So what do you think is actually driving these
I think
vices?
what is driving it is that, okay, they're artists and they want to be relevant
Yeah.
in their space. They want people to get to see them, they want people to get to know them. And they think, what are the things that they can do to just switch things up, that people will get to accept them, that will give them the popularity that they want, even if it's going to be at the detriment of their own lifestyles, of their own personal lifestyle, showing it to people. They did not even care. Even need to be at the detriment of their own vices, like they are showing people their vices. For example, those artists that drink and smoke, or if some that even take drugs, they will show it to people online, maybe just because they want to trend. Some might even be, it might not even be them drinking or smoking, might be like a particular bad behavior that they have, but they think if they show it out there to people, they will be trending, they'll get to see that it's not like they'll get to be at that point that people will get to see them and focus on them, so they just want to
Exactly,
trend.
yes. And I also feel the pressure to like fit in also like causes this thing because there's already like a template that if you're an artist, you're meant to like go for parties. I don't know. That's mostly the notion that we have nowadays. So they'll be like, oh, if I don't do all these things, then how will people know me? How will I socialize? How would they know that I'm in trend? You get that kind of this. So I feel like the pressure to fit in also matters a lot.
Yes, I think social media also play a big role in this thing, because social media trend a lot of things that you might even think it's not going to trend.
Yeah.
Any little thing that you do, social media is picks it up and show it to people out there and make you popular in a snap. Like, you just be like, is this me that I'm trending? So they just be like, okay, this thing that this person did
Yeah.
that make him trend, can't I also try it? And it's not everybody that can do that kind of thing. Okay, fine, partying, because you're an artist, you can go to parties, you can flaunt whatever they are doing there. But sometimes it might be at the detriment of your own vices. Like, okay, things that you're supposed to do that is not supposed to be out there for people to see, but because you want to fit into the space that your people that are your colleagues that are in same league are, you just get to do it. And sometimes it might even hurt you, because some people, okay, what make them creative is that when they smoke or when they drink and they're high, they'll have that creativity. It will bring, like artists,
Yeah.
sometimes when they drink and they're high, the
They'll
inspiration of
have
them
ginger.
writing
Yeah.
will come. It's some of them, it's even when they are high that they will go and record, that they will go to the studio, they'll be like, no, I want to record now. For example, a movie that was trending recently, there's this artist in that movie that once he's ready to shoot, he's going to take like drugs, then he will be in a happy mood. He will just be writing, be singing, and it will come out nice.
Exactly.
But one thing that is there that they don't know is that when they are addicted to these things at a level, at some point, it will be affecting their own personal health. It will not be like about their creativity alone. It will later affect their own health that might even cause damages to them than even the good parts that it's bringing to them.
Exactly. So they should like imbibe that creativity. They should not rely on drugs and alcohol. They should just like imbibe that creativity. So do you think like the acceptance of these vices can alter their creativity, like in terms of projection, in terms of music writing and all lyrics and all? Do you think that these vices can affect them?
Actually, presently, the way we are seeing the era that we have now, it might not affect them
Yeah.
because people that are listening to the music that they are even giving us, they have accepted it warmly already. They've seen it as something that is normal that they can do, and they did not even see anything bad in them doing it. I think the best thing that they can do to make this thing better for them and to the people out there that they are doing it for is for them to balance their vices and being responsible. When the responsibility and vices clashes together, it might cause problem for them. It might not be problem for those fans that are looking at them, but it might be problem to them. So the thing that they can get to do is that, okay, fine, you know that you smoke, you know that you drink before you get the inspiration for you to do whatever you are doing.
Yeah.
Just make sure you limit it so that it will be able to balance. Okay, fine, you take it, it's not like you'll be taking it all the time. It's not like you'll be taking it consecutively so that it will not affect the health. People that are giving the ginger to, that are giving the creative things that you've compiled together, the people that are giving it to out there, they'll be able to enjoy it for a long period of time.
Yes. Speaking on this issue of creativity, like now, if a person discovers their talent in music and all, it's like a spur of the moment. Do you get? So at that moment you were able to do it well, but then later on you might lack that urge. Like I'm just saying it in a person's perspective, for
Okay.
instance, they might lack that urge to still continue with that flow. And then they are looking at it that, oh, what can I do to ignite this flow once again? So looking at all those things, you might feel like, oh, it might work and it might not work. So how do you think like they can balance it in terms of like creativity and responsibility and having to be like more projectful, like how they were? Like someone like Kumi now, you get that song that he did, it was like a big bang. But if something that happens and is like, oh, he's losing the vibe, he's losing the flow, what do you think someone like him can do in that situation?
Do you know that there are some artists that they do not even display their vices out there and they are doing quite well?
Actually,
The thing is their belief and their mentality that will make them believe that no, when if I do not do this thing, I'll not fit into this place.
yeah.
I think people some of those artists that they are not showing their vices out there and they are doing well, they project them as acting like a saint, like
Okay.
them not bringing it out there for people to see. It would be like they're trying to be the best, or they are trying to make people feel like, okay, they do their own things this way, they don't want to follow the actual tradition that other artists do. And it is not like that. It is not always that way. You have the inspiration originally to give us a jam, to give us a beat, and people actually hate it out there and they love it. Do you think if you sit down the way you do the first one, do you think you cannot do another one? You can do it. It's not always about chasing the clouds or thinking that this is what I will do that people will get to like or they will get to love. Sometimes you might do it the right way, even without getting people to know that okay, I'm doing this thing that other people are doing. You can do
Okay.
it right in your own way.
Yeah.
Just be classic. Have your own way of doing your own thing
Yes, your
in a
principles
special
in a
way, and
special
people will get
way.
to know that no, it is this guy that does
Yes.
this thing.
Not totally relying on those
Exactly.
vices. Okay, so what do you think can like promote a more positive culture to this music industry, whatever? Like to promote a more positive flow to it.
I think people just should just learn to embrace people the way they are. Anyhow you bring it, in as much it is good, it is better, and it is serving the people right, they should just be able to embrace them. They should believe that we all have our own individual differences, and they should be celebrating artists that are upcoming, that they are coming out there, that okay, they don't have the fame, they don't have the name, but you believe that okay, if we support these people, they are going to be great too. And when you support people, they will never forget you. Like when I'm still growing, these are the people that support me, that stood by me. just learn to embrace people the way they are. Learn to embrace them. Learn to encourage them. Get them to know that whatever you are doing, do it in your own way and let it flow. People will like you that way. And all those artists, so all those upcoming artists, you have the mentality that it's not until you put your vices out there that you can make it right. You can do it right in your own way. You should just be smart about it.
Exactly. So how do you think that these vices can be reduced?
The reduction.
Yes.
I think social media is pushing it already. To get to reduce it might be a problem because they see it as normal thing already.
Yeah.
It's just like not even about smoking and drinking alone. You know that men that are humanizers, to get it away from them, like to them to get to stop doing that kind of thing,
Yeah.
it will be very difficult. So I think the best way that they can just get to stop this, they cannot eradicate it totally. The best way that can just to get to do it is that they should just be moving back little by little, bit by bit from it. So I
Okay.
think once they'll get there. That's
Yeah.
just it.
Okay, so speaking about vices, there's this issue of unhealthy competition.
Okay.
Like for instance, now there's like this unhealthy competition between Wizkid fans and Davido's fans. So like, what do you think can be done to like reduce that contradiction? Because it's kind of like affecting, I don't know, but like I feel it's kind of like affecting the authenticity of this artist.
I think fans are the one causing most of the problems out there. Because there are some cases that even those artists, they will not have differences between themselves. They will not have grievances. They will not have like maybe they are fighting before. No. But these fans, they will be like, me, okay, for example, I'm a Davido fan, I am a Wizkid fan. You just start arguments on a baseless point, and you start bringing the what's it called, hatred out there. You are the one that will bring out the bad thing in this person, and then you bring out the bad thing in the other person, and you make them contradictory. Even if they are on good terms, when you are bringing out their flaws, you make them get to hate each other, and which is not supposed to
And
be.
they'll be looking for more ways to make them feel like, oh, I'm
Exactly.
better than you. You're better than me. You get
Let's
that kind
just
of
believe
thing.
that everybody are the best at their own space. That's just it. And they should, all those artists too, they should learn not to be following what their fans are saying.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for your knowledge and the insightfulness you've given onto us. So like you've heard, we should not basically focus on our vices alone. We should learn to be authentic. Like don't limit yourself to drugs and alcohol alone, and you'd see how you would like shine in the industry and all. So thank you so much for joining us again on this session, and we hope you had an amazing moment with us. I am your host, Dami Fernandez, and here with me is
Balkis Abdikabir.
see you soon again.
Bye.